Really appreciate your vote of confidence with the DA's office the other day.
Well, it's well-deserved, Detective. All your hard work has been making all of us look good.
Well, anything I can do to make you look good or feel good, I'm in favor of.
Careful, Tracey. No one knows about us yet.
I'm trying to be careful, Gretchen, but it's very difficult, especially these past 3 weeks.
I know. Baby, I know. It is so hard for me to resist you, too.
I like it when you don't resist.
Yeah. No. But it took a while for you to believe that I really do love you.
Apparently, I have trust issues. I just needed to be sure.
Of course. I wouldn't want you to be with me if you weren't sure. You are sure, aren't you?
Getting there.
Getting there?
Yes. Very close.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you let me know what I can do to push you over the edge.
Oh. Well, you're very adept at pushing me over the edge. It seems to be a specialty of yours.
You like it when I push you over the edge?
I love when you push me over anything.
Okay, hey. It is not going to be easy to make this thing work, Tracey. We're going to have to keep it under wraps for now.
I'm painfully aware of that. I just wish we didn't have to hurt other people to be together.
Me too. I respect and admire Carly very much.
I appreciate that, Gretchen. Please be patient with me about her. I just need to know she's emotionally on firm ground before
It's okay. I'll wait. As long as it takes. I've waited this long. You know, I'm glad you're that kind of woman. It's one of the things I love about you. We'll be together eventually.
Gretchen.
Yes.
I think I'm going to fall truly, madly, deeply in love with you.
I told you, Lieutenant. People just have a tendency to open up to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my charming personality. My charming personality. Maybe it's my Catholic upbringing. People like to confess to me. Call it a gift.
Detective Bustamante. Meet my friend and close business associate, Cheech.
Miigs, wow. Miigs. Is that the guy's nipple?
That's his nipple.
I think I misjudged you, amigo. You would gotten articles on this poor bastard's ass.
Seems that this guy was seen on security camera footage near the LA River Basin around the same time Eddie Rivera met his untimely demise. Later, Ms. Lulu Wei, a physical therapist at a rehab facility where one Kevin Fitzgerald was recovering from gunshot wounds, was concerned about a visit paid to her by some guy claiming to be a cop. With her detailed description, the aforementioned security camera footage, and the latest in facial recognition technology, we were able to determine that he is in fact a former LAPD officer who calls himself Charles Bronson. When I went to chat with him, he was in possession of an unlicensed .45, which I had to persuade him to hand over to me without shooting me first.
Charles Bronson. Imaginative. I can understand why he's not your house guest.
When I asked him why he was at both locations, I was unable to determine any actionable intelligence. So as not to disparage the badge, I called him my good friend, Cheech the Fixer here, who was able to interrogate without the stringent confines of the usual rules and regulations. And now Cheech will confirm what the video evidence ostensibly shows us.
That's right, Lieutenant. It was indeed Kevin Fitzgerald who ordered the hit on the late Eddie Rivera.
Thank you.
Eddie was so fond of you and Mrs. Fitzgerald. He felt horrible about what happened. To both of you.
Thank you for saying that, Mallory. But now it's not just me and my missing wife who've been affected. It's you too. You've had a loss. I'm very sorry for what you're going through.
Thank you, Mr. Fitzgerald. That means a lot. I was very worried that you might have thought I had something to do with Mrs. Fitzgerald's kidnapping, but I didn't. I swear.
That never even occurred to me, Mallory. Look, I know that Fiona, Mrs. Fitzgerald, has never been responsible for any of the stupid things I've done over the years. I'm just grateful that she forgave me. Eddie was very lucky to have an amazing girl like you to turn to.
You're so kind. Such a good person. Did Eddie say anything to you? I mean, the last time you saw him?
Well, I do know that he was suffering. But now you and I need to try to figure out what this Miigs guy may have had to do with Eddie's death and my wife's kidnapping. Did Eddie happen to say anything about Miigs to you?
Just that he was one of the cops that Eddie paid off so he could keep selling drugs without getting busted. And like I said, he was at the memorial service.
That does make sense. He's a cop after all, investigating Eddie's death. But he may have also wanted to make sure there were no loose ends if he was the one responsible. Anything else?
Yeah. He got into a loud argument with another cop who was also there. And there was this dramatic woman with him.
Dramatic? Like how?
She wore a big black hat with a veil covering her face and Jackie O sunglasses. You know, dark ones with the big round frames. She looked like she walked out of an old movie. I mean, she clearly didn't want to be recognized, but you couldn't miss her. Isn't it strange that Miigs would bring someone along like that?
Or bring anyone along, if he was their unofficial police business.
Kevin Fitzgerald killed Eddie. Interesting. Why would that be?
You have the floor, Lieutenant.
Pay close attention, Detective Bustamante. As you already know, I'm in possession of Mr. Fitzgerald's wife. Our boy Eddie was unwittingly coerced into assisting me with escape her. Mea culpa.
So Eddie, feeling guilty, blabbed to Mr. Fitzgerald about his involvement in the deal. Kapow! The guy has a short fucking fuse. Definitely scorched earth. You're likely next on his list, Alex. And the lady in black? Very subtle.
Actually, she's the one who shot Mr. Fitzgerald. Twice. And he's probably figured that out by now.
What the hell were you gonna do with that woman anyways? Alzheimer's?
I didn't know about the Alzheimer's when I snatched her. It caused some complications.
Complications.
I bet. What was the original plan?
Well, Mr. Fitzgerald started selling drugs with Eddie to pay for his wife's meds. He owns a lovely home. I figured maybe he could pull some money out in exchange for his wife. Easy breezy. Maybe it was a little impulsive on my behalf. I just dropped a bundle at the track, and I owed some really bad guys most of it. These are made guys.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Not an entirely bad idea, though. Hey, that Fitzgerald guy couldn't really call the cops. And likely he had access to mucho dinero, assuming that he'd been living in his house for a while. Yeah, but you can't neglect to conduct due diligence on these things, you know? Complete background check, you know the drill. You know, not everyone will qualify, but you find a few who do, and you can make a healthy little income stream.
Are you suggesting something?
Yeah, maybe you and I can develop it a bit for our foray into business together.
My methodology could use some fine-tuning. Thoughts?
Well, there are plenty of guys in LA with ready cash who can't call the cops if shit goes sideways. So we identify them, check them out completely, and then take a wife, a kid, a horse, whatever the fuck they value more than money. And then we make them pay. But one time though, none of this long-term blackmail stuff. That's where things get fucked up.
Sounds like you speak from experience.
Let's just say that I learned the hard way. But I survived, and you will too. Hey, your methodology is fine. You just have to be more selective. Then, once we get paid, we split the profits right down the middle, 50-50.
I think I like where this is headed. But I still have a problem.
What? That guy?
Nah, that's easy. Cheech, wrap it up.
I was wondering when you ladies were gonna finish with the niceties.
That is really odd. What were they arguing about, Miigs and the other cop?
I didn't hear that much. I was a little out of sorts, as you might imagine. My girlfriend Kim was there with the DA's office, and she told them to chill the fuck out and have some respect. You know, her being who she was seemed to really freak Miigs out. With the DA's office? But then the woman in the black hat swooped in and walked him out of there, and then when everything calmed down, the other cop, he was talking into his collar like you'd see him on order.
Yeah, the other cop was wired. That's what that was. Maybe they're on to Miigs. And I was shot by a woman. I remember that much. Maybe the woman in the black hat. An accomplice. Wow. I think I know what I need to do next.
Please, don't do anything stupid, Mr. Fitzgerald. If you are onto something here, you're dealing with a cop who's also a murderer. It wouldn't do your missing wife any good if you went and got yourself killed now.
Eddie was such a lucky guy. Don't you worry, Mallory. I'll be very, very careful. And, do me a favor. If Miigs or any other cops contact you, would you let me know? Tell me what they said. And that goes for your friend Kim, too. Only, maybe don't mention me to her, okay?
Of course. This is between you and me. If I hear anything at all, I'll let you know right away.
You're a good girl, Mallory. Now, maybe try to get some rest. All right?
Now, what about this Fitzgerald guy? He knows you took his wife, Lieutenant. And I know exactly where he is right now. If you want, I should step in.
No. You'd have to kill the whole fucking family. The guy, the lady you have, and don't forget their son, Eddie's friend, right? And then you have Eddie's girlfriend and her friend down at the DA's office.
You think I need to take out all these fucking people, Emilio? That's a tall order.
No. Exactly the opposite. You don't need to take out anybody. What you need to do is to return Mrs. Fitzgerald to Mr. Fitzgerald so they can get on with whatever the fuck life they still have together. And you and I can get on to our business arrangement.
I return it, just like that.
Well, you have to make a more formal arrangement, you know? And meet up with a guy and set the rules of the road, the conditions for her safe return.
Like what? Do I still ask for the money?
Ah, hell no. Oh, that'll incite another shootout at the OK Corral. No, he's just as deadly as you are. No, he's likely not to try to kill you if you just offer to give him his wife back. Yeah? Show some compassion about the Alzheimer's. And, once you give her back, Mr. Fitzgerald still can't call the cops. Forget about all that minor league drug dealing. He killed Eddie Rivera. We have the video evidence of the dead guy there and the rehab therapist's statement. So you're good. You have your stay out of jail card.
And I make it extra clear, if he does talk, I will take out his whole fucking family.
Exactly. Well, that's your ace in the hole. So now, you just need to set up a meeting with Mr. Fitzgerald. It's an orientation. Let him know what's to be expected once he gets his wife back.
I think I could do that. I may need some backup. Interested in going along?
Absolutely. I think we should make it a family trip. Mr. Cheech, can you put our late friend Mr. Bronson there on ice for a few days? I think we'll need him to make a brief appearance at the meeting, just to demonstrate to Kevin Fitzgerald that everyone needs to put in their part.
Just so happens I have an interest in a refrigeration truck parked close by. I think I like your friend, Lieutenant. He's a forward-thinking entrepreneur. I'll help you guys in any way I can. And please, fill out the survey card that says you're happy with the service I provided today.
Okay then, Cheech. You take care of our friend over there. I'll call you when we have a meeting arranged.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Pleasure to meet you, Cheech. I respect a man who enjoys his work.
Likewise, Detective. And just so we're on the same page here, I owe this man my life. And you two may be business partners now, but if push comes to shove, you do not want to be on my bad side. Do not fuck him over.
Nobody's getting fucked over, Cheech. It's a money-making proposition and we're all businessmen. I think you'll reap your fair share of the rewards, too.
The Lieutenant always takes good care of me.
Answer.
Oh, Christ's sake, Alex, why didn't you warn me?
What? When'd you get so squeamish?
So let me get this straight. I can't sleep all night because I'm worried about how we're gonna resolve the Mrs. Fitzgerald situation, and you're in here getting all rapey with some back alley whore?
Be quiet. Have a little respect. You'll wake her up. And don't worry about your Mrs. Fitzgerald. We got it all figured out.
Who's we?
Me and Bustamante.
Bustamante, really? Didn't you guys almost start a mob war the other day?
We got it all worked out. We're business partners now.
Jesus, you can't tell the players without a fucking scorecard. Okay, what did you two Einsteins have in mind?
Don't worry your oversized cranium, Jacqueline. Your surrogate mother is going to be fine. She's going home to her husband real soon.
Good. This whole situation has played itself out, and I need to move on. From everything. And I better get a big fucking cut.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to get everything you deserve.
Is that some kind of threat?
Hey.
Who the hell are you?
Jesus, Alex. I thought your fetish for Asian hookers was a thing of the past. Oh, is she actually wearing go-go boots?
I'm not a hooker, you bitch. Who is this?
This is another esteemed member of the medical profession, my dear. Like you.
She's not coming here with us.
Ew, no. You don't have to worry about that, sweetheart. He's all yours.
This is Kevin Fitzgerald's physical therapist, Lulu. She's been very helpful to our cause.
Lulu? Really? That can't be her real name.
Hi, I'm right here. I can hear you. And yes, that is my real name, you cunny. Is this the one you call a skank?
God damn it, Alex.
It slipped, I'm sorry. Lulu, this is Jackie. One of the greatest people on the planet. A lover of animals, friend to mankind.
Enough already. Fuck the both of you. Oh, when you're done with your Laotian whore, why don't you come into the kitchen and tell me the details of your little plan, okay?
I'm from Chengdu, you imbecile. China. Oh, and I bet you don't even know where Laos is, you white trash piece of shit.
Okay, enough. Jackie, go. Get out of here. And maybe make us some breakfast. How would you like your eggs, my dear?
Over easy.
Ooh. I'll give you over easy.
So gross. The plan, Alex. The plan.